Welcome to another video of comic series. It's me again. Today, I'm talking about Darth Vader goes to Naboo to search for Padme Amidala. This video connects to episode 5 and 6 that I've already posted in the recap of the Star Wars series. If you haven't seen those yet and don't remember, please go watch them with this link below. You're watching Star Wars Theory 2.0. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe to get all the latest videos. Let's get started. Let's get a quick overview of episodes 5 and 6, just in case you haven't seen it. This is all taking place between episodes 5 and 6. This is directly after Vader saw Luke and Luke refusing his legitimate heir as the son of Vader to destroy the Emperor and join him on the throne. Sabe, who, if you don't know in season 1, interchanged her rules with Padme a lot, she was the Queen's shadow, but personified the Queen herself a lot of the time. For the Padme to be safe, they should have changed their roles a bit and looked very similar. So Vader always assumes that Sabe is Padme, but instead learns that no, it was just the shadow of the Queen. Darth Vader revealed the truth that he was the father of Luke Skywalker, but Luke declined. Vader's call to the dark side of the Force and fled. Angry, Vader took a squad of death troopers and the droid Imperial Forensics, Z-67, in search of revenge against those who hide from him. The bloody voyage of Vader was uncovered an unexpected ally, Sabe, the former handmaiden of Queen Padme Amidala. Sabe swore to take revenge on her fallen queen. Now, Vader's quest into the past of his son is becoming a hunt for the truth of the death of Padme, a pursuit which is pressuring Vader to return to Naboo. Now, if you guys don't recall, this is essentially where the Padme took Anakin during episode 2, where they saw them eating and sharing food with power. Now, as Vader enters, he is struck by young Anakin and Padme's memories falling in love with one another. But as he attempts to remember just a little bit, he is interrupted when the crew arrives at him in fire blasters. Sabe informs Vader that the people are all right and she'd brought them in. On deciphering the security recording from the quarters of Padme, and that if he wants to retrieve it, he will need their assistance. The men open the door and go down the stairs where the droid begins to mention that Typho may not be as loyal as it appears. Now this is where it gets interesting, as they're beginning to bring up Anakin Skywalker a lot, as Captain Typho tells the droid that they've done their best to keep Padme secure and away from many menaces. He says the only two who ever supported her were the handmaiden Corday and the Jedi Anakin Skywalker, who gave a few years later their own life. Captain Typho tells Lord Vader after the clone troops burned down the Jedi Temple, where she insisted on flying to Mustafar alone, saying it was personal. The last time he saw Padme was on a Coruscant. We then get to the same model ship that we saw Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon and Jar Jar ride in episode 1, which is a nice callback. This part is very cool, because the droid begins interrogating Captain Tonra, as he says he went undercover for Padme when he and Sabe weren't sent to Tatooine, talking about his service to the Queen. Vader butts in and says, "What was this?" It happened just after the Padme became a senator, where they were sent there to free Anakin's mother. Now, a lot of you don't know that, but if you're a Tatooine slave and you leave illegally, you're gonna blow up. All the slaves had put explosives in them that would explode if they left the world. Mother Anakin had died long before we arrived, but at least we've been able to liberate a few tens of unfortunate souls. We know Vader's getting touchy here as he begins to grab his lightsaber because they couldn't save Anakin's mother. Now it's at that moment they're attacked by a Colo clonefish, which is the same fish that we saw in episode 1 with Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan, and Jar Jar. As it breaks through the ship, they all escape except for Vader, who goes directly into the beast's throat, igniting his crimson blade and slicing through it. Now, this also goes to show that Vader can breathe underwater. If you didn't know, his suit allows him to breathe pretty much in any medium. When they get to safety, we can see this beautiful mural on the wall to tribute with little Annie Obi-Wan, Padme, Boss Nass, Palpatine, Captain Panaka, Jar Jar, and Bruce Tarpals. At this point, you know Vader's just enraged, and he slashes the brick wall lightsaber, embracing the dark side, really upset at the fact that Anakin is dead, and his life has just ended up like this. And for what the Jedi did to him, he blames Sidious. He blames it on himself. He blames the Jedi, and that's where everything turns on Vader. He begins to realize that what's going on is this hologram. This recording is nothing remarkable. It's only showing that as the Amidala sensed that they formed a team to avenge her death, to figure out whoever killed her. And they just did, in their hearts. All of this was a ruse to get Vader on an enclosed position at one stage where they could kill him. Now, obviously, the vendor will kill all those in there. I wouldn't be surprised if he let life Sabe just because she looks so much like Padme, but I'm pretty sure he'll kill them all. The beast swallows them, breaks his way out of there, and then, in my opinion, that's when the story starts, because he'll be on Naboo, most likely all alone, and I wonder where he'll go. Okay, we can probably get Vader to go to Padme's tomb, which sounds familiar to me. So, that was a review of comic series Darth Vader Goes to Naboo to look for Padme Amidala. I hope you enjoyed this comic. I will upload all other topics too. Remember to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching. See you in the next one.